Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newly crowned defending WBC Bantamweight Champion of the World, introducing Alex Santiago. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's challenger, the former two-division champion of the world, introducing the undefeated Junto.
Japan's rising phenom Junto Nakatani was challenging for his first bantamweight title, moving up from super flyweight, where he already held WBO gold.
30 seconds left here to go in round 5. Will Junto Nakatani be able to finish?
Body shot.
Cortez climbing up and down again in round 5 is Cortez.
A smooth-moving southpaw with lightning jab and knockout power, he was coming off the 2023 Ring Magazine KO of the Year, an impressive 12th round stoppage of Andrew Maloney. Alexandro Santiago entered the bout as the reigning WBC Bantamweight champion, having captured the title in July 2023 with a hard-fought unanimous decision over Nonito Donaire.
And you see that long body, long torso, very wide stance, which is always interesting to me that athlete he is.
And there we saw, sometimes to the head, sometimes to the body. We saw him throw it there.
Weight class. Santiago's not known as a puncher, but he is a physically bigger man. He's been in this weight class.
And we mentioned he was also going through some personal turmoil. His house burned down. His wife and kid were in danger. They got out okay, but that wasn't easy to deal with.
He took some big power from Nonito Donaire, who's got legendary power early on, but in the day and that night. Let's see if he can bring that same energy and effort here tonight against Nakatani. You see that he's having trouble closing the distance.
Tall, long fighters not taking advantage of those assets. Nakatani is doing so.
Oh no, he's a master at range.
Nakatani's always been an extremely disciplined fighter, always wanted.
On top, man, that makes for something special.
From humble beginnings, both fighters hungry with determination and will, and that's why they've. And just you can see the size difference, Chris. I mean, it's very.
You know, I always say Nakatani reminds me of a praying mantis in the way that he stands. He's got those
Santiago with the 65.5, so it is going to be a stark difference.
Okay, you saw that attempted counter uppercut from the outside from Nakatani. I had mentioned last round.
Lightning fast left hand, but he uses the right to blind you, so it makes it all that more tough to
absolutely. I mean, you see him landing that jab over the top consistently, boom, and they push that left hand right behind it. Lightning quick. I don't know how, because of the Maloney fight, he couldn't miss with either hand the uppercuts, but
that's going to be Alejandro Santiago's challenge here tonight. With 20 seconds to go. Trying to get inside close distance. Big right hand there lands for Santiago, and another one. Just as we were talking about what he was trying to do, he had success getting on the inside and throwing the right hand. And it took him almost all of 2 rounds to finally get inside, but when he did so, he made Nakatani pay.
Yeah, and that's really what Santiago's going to have to do tonight. He's going to have to take a risk to get
in Nonito Donaire. So he's fought at the highest level. There, almost like a rangefinder, sometimes throwing it, sometimes not, but just keeping it out there to bother.
He uses it as an obstruction, both offensively and defensively, with that lead hand, and he wants to unveil that left power shot.
And sometimes watching tape on Nakatani, you see him on the other side is not ready for the left hand because it comes a second later than you're expecting it to.
But Santiago's super tough. You're going to have to catch him with something that he's not aware of.
Santiago had success when he was able to close distance. And we've been talking about how difficult
he needs to deceptively close distance, get himself to a position where he can explode and be able to counter. Big left hand over the top, catches.
Left hand and the reach of Nakatani, that big left hand over the top. And there it is again, home for the left hand.
And that's the thing, when Nakatani wants to go forward, he can be, now we got blood over the eye of the champion Santiago, over that right eye against Nonito Donaire, his last fight 7 months ago.
We saw the cut open up, and that's part of the way that he fights, with will and determination.
There was a beautiful one. There was that overhand left. I thought that was the punch that may have caused the cut, but
have been draws. Now he's been unlucky in some, but that just speaks to how tough of a competitor he is. He's always in a fight, win, lose, or draw.
Because it can get in your eye, you can fall on the mat and make it more slippery. But really with those, so that adrenaline can get to work, closing up those blood vessels.
Left hand gets through again for Nakatani. And that time it was more in the looping fashion, so that just adds another variable where he knocked out Maloney in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, we saw there as soon as he realized, okay, not yet. I can go to the looping punches later. Too far away.
And it seemed like Santiago had success with that right hand because it was a lead right hand, right? Usually it caught Nakatani by surprise.
Yeah, Santiago is starting to realize that he has to punch with Nakatani because of for those shots coming back his way, but really that's his only shot at this point. He needs to punch with Nakatani.
45 seconds to go in round 4. Openings on the difficult Junto Nakatani.
Everything coming from the same trajectory, changing height, changing levels. Very, very smart. Because again, you gotta think that Santiago is going to be anticipating these punches. There we see that good use of range from power jab. I like that coming from the southpaw position. There we saw the overhand right from Santiago. And there's that other shot you mentioned, changing levels, coming from a lower position. Always in balance, always in position to take a half step back.
Up with power shots.
Yeah, at this range, you're just not going to beat Nakatani. He can do this all night long.
Without at least trying other tactics, trying to get inside, trying to...
Nobody wants to leave their belt. Ooh, good shot. Ooh, good combinations, letting those hands fly.
Show in round 5, combinations, quickness, movement.
Santiago was frozen there for a moment. He wasn't sure where the punches were coming from. Ooh, good body shot. Stops on a dime and fires that left hand.
And it looks like a cut has also opened up on the other eye of Santiago, on the left side as well.
Boom, that's that body shot that I was talking about. Stops on a dime, and then beautifully timed shot, though. And there's that overhand jab, that 1-2-1 combination wear on, and he's starting to disarm.
On our bantamweight championship, and what we've been seeing here, it's been all Junto Nakatani using that.
Looking to no avail so far here in round.
Oh! Huge left hand by Nakatani drops the champion, Alexandro Santiago, in round 6.
You know, I'd mentioned multiple times, he shot, catches him on the point of the chin, put him down.
And here comes Junto Nakatani, right hand, down goes Santiago again. This time it was the right hook that caused damage to drop Santiago for the second time.
I think the corner stopped it. Yep, that's it.
That's the end of the fight. Junto Nakatani, the challenger, now champion at bantamweight with a 6th round TKO win over Alexandro Santiago.
Yeah, it's a nearly flawless performance there. That was a flawless left hand. Straight down the pipe, right on the chin. Nakatani was able to control the distance, set the tone, and land his power shots at will.
WBC っていうのはすごく
So getting the bantamweight WBC title tonight, it's such an honor, especially because there's so many Japanese boxers before me who have gotten this. So I'm very, very honored.
Beautiful shot right in the chin, got up on unsteady legs, and Nakatani followed up, got him out of there. Fantastic work from Nakatani.